We are diving into a high-stakes $1 million cash game that sees a poker legend Tom Dwan facing one of the toughest nights of his career. Known for his fearless playstyle and legendary bluffs, Dwan is no stranger to intense battles at the Feld, but this time, things don't go his way. He's up against his arch nemesis on Hustler Casino Live, Peter, with massive pots, unexpected turns, and heart-stopping moments. Watch as Dwan struggles to hold his ground while his opponents bring the heat. The saga begins. It's not often you see Tom Dwan completely outplayed, but it seems he's met his match. Introducing Peter, the thorn in Dwan's side and his newest nemesis at Hustler Casino Live. In this opening clip, the stakes are already sky high, with $3,500 on the table before a single card hits the felt. The atmosphere is loose, aggressive, and fearless, setting the stage for some intense action. Dwan finds himself turning what looked like a throwaway hand into a potential gold mine. But with dangerous diamond draws, straight draws, and an overpair lurking, he's far from in the clear. Poker can be a cruel game, and tonight it's dealing a rough hand to Dwan. That offsuit 10 is the sneakiest card in the deck, but there's no way he could see it coming. It's a classic case of bad luck, and a seemingly innocent card creating chaos. From Dwan's perspective, everything looks fine. If he had the best hand on the flop, why wouldn't he still be ahead? But Peter knows how to capitalize on these situations, and Tom needs to tread carefully against a rival who has been giving him a world of headaches. It's decision time. Dwan's holding three of a kind, but Peter's play is raising red flags. Could he have a full house? Few can make the kind of fold needed in this situation, but if anyone can read through the madness, it's Tom Dwan. Losing $1 million pot is painful, but losing it to your arch rival makes it even worse. For Dwan, the sting isn't just in the money, it's in the fact that he made a misstep against Peter, the one player who seems to have his number. But the night is far from over. This high-stakes cash game at Hustler Casino Live will see more action, and Peter isn't done yet. Stick around, because Tom Dwan isn't going down without a fight, and he's hungry for revenge. Enjoying the video so far? Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell. End of the World Series. Next up, we're joining Tom Dwan on a bumpy ride through day 3 of the 2023 World Series of Poker main event. By this stage, fatigue is starting to wear down even the most experienced players, and the pressure is intense. Tom decides to get creative, playing King 5 suited, but it quickly becomes clear that it was the wrong moment to get fancy. Watch as this hand turns into a full-on clash with Atchison. The flop brings plenty of intrigue. Dwan catches a king-high flush draw, and it looks like there could be a big opportunity here. So far, his hand is giving him plenty of reasons to stay optimistic. That 5 on the turn adds some strength to Dwan's chances, but he's still up against a formidable opponent. Atchison's pocket aces are not going anywhere, and Tom has to navigate this carefully if he hopes to win the pot. In hindsight, it's clear that Atchison was never going to fold. Dwan made an aggressive play by shoving all in, but with no fold equity, it was a risk that backfired. Now only the cards can save Tom Dwan. And just like that, Tom Dwan's run in the 2023 WSOP main event comes to an abrupt end. Known for his bold, fearless betting, Dwan's aggressive style has won him many pots, but this time, it led to his downfall. Atchison stood firm with his aces, never even considering a fold, and that was all it took to send Tom packing. It's a reminder that in poker, sometimes even the boldest moves can lead to an early exit. Peter's return. We're back at Hustler Casino Live, where the rivalry between Peter and Tom Dwan continues to heat up. Each hand only intensifies the tension as these two lock horns yet again. With emotions running high, Dwan is struggling to regain his footing, and Peter seems determined to keep his foot on the accelerator. The friction between these two is palpable. Both players have been trading jabs all night, and the flop couldn't have set the stage better for a dramatic showdown. With strong hands on both sides, Dwan is looking for some help, but it's clear this won't be an easy battle. Peter's sneaky check is a masterstroke, showing that he's more than capable of holding his own against one of the game's legends. By playing it cool, he's setting a trap that even a seasoned pro like Dwan might not see coming. It's a strategic move that speaks volumes about his poker IQ. For Tom, this decision should have been straightforward. Holding just a pair of 9s and kings, it's a situation where most pros would fold. But there's something about this rivalry that's throwing Dwan off his usual game. What a shocking misplay from Tom. That $70,000 call was a rare misstep for someone of his caliber. Peter's mind games worked perfectly, leading Dwan to pay off a bet when all he could beat was a bluff. It's a testament to how deeply Peter has gotten under Tom's skin, leaving the poker legend visibly frustrated. This was a hand Dwan should have walked away from, but Peter dragged him straight to Value Town, solidifying his dominance in this heated showdown. High stakes, high drama. In the adrenaline-fueled world of high-stakes poker, every decision can mean the difference between triumph and disaster. Our next clip captures a truly pivotal moment, one that left the poker community buzzing. Keep your eyes on the bottom of the screen to track the pot size as the drama escalates. As the stakes reached astronomical heights, Tom Dwan found himself caught between potential glory and a crushing defeat. The action kicks off with Tom Dwan making a bold move, raising 10 times Paul's initial bet. But here's the twist, Paul is sitting on pocket aces. These players are playing some serious deep stacked poker. With a pot already swelling to $150,000, it's clear that Paul is about to make a huge play with those aces. As the tension mounts, Tom carefully deliberates his next move. Every possibility runs through his mind, and it's easy to understand why. With this much money on the line, every decision carries massive weight. The stakes couldn't be higher, and one wrong call could spell disaster. In a matter of moments, Tom Dwan walks away from the table down $1.2 million after a single hand, a loss that left everyone at the table stunned. For Tom, this was one of those brutal instances where his willingness to fearlessly gamble didn't pay off. In the end, poker isn't just about the cards or the chips. It's about riding the emotional roller coaster of each hand, knowing that the line between success and failure is razor thin. Don's downfall continues. It looks like Peter isn't done with Tom Dwan just yet, and their rivalry is about to heat up once more. This time, things get even more intense as both players find themselves in a massive pot alongside none other than Doug Polk. It's a four-way battle on the flop, and as expected, the stakes are through the roof. Will Tom finally get the upper hand, or is he in for another crushing blow? Tom has been waiting for his chance to get back at Peter, and it looks like it's finally here. He's got a monster hand, the second best possible, and with $66,000 already in the middle, the pot is swelling fast. It's a perfect setup for Tom to make his move and reclaim some pride after a string of tough losses. Surprisingly, Tom opts to just call on the flop instead of pushing harder. With two other players still in, you'd expect him to bet big and protect his hand, but he's playing it slow. While slow playing can be strategic, it's also risky, especially when your hand is strong but vulnerable. As the saying goes, if you've got a straight, your hand's not getting any better, so better bet early and often. Unfortunately for Tom, Peter is holding the nuts, the absolute best hand. The way this hand is shaping up spells trouble, and you can feel the disaster looming for Dwan. Peter is in control, and it's clear he's not planning on letting Tom get off easy. The pressure now falls squarely on Tom. He's got to make a crucial decision, knowing that any misstep could lead to yet another heavy loss. Another brutal hit for Tom Dwan. Despite flopping a straight, the deck once again betrays him, and Peter walks away victorious. It's a crushing moment for Dwan, who seems to be caught in an endless loop of tough beats against his biggest rival. With each defeat, the rivalry between Peter and Tom grows, and Tom's frustration only deepens as he watches another massive pot slip through his fingers. Will this pattern continue, or can Dwan turn the tide and finally get the better of Peter? Make sure to watch to the end to find out. Dwan's Nightmare Showdown. In this thrilling clip, we see Tom Dwan face off against Danny Tang in a high-stakes short deck, no-limit hold'em cash game. For those unfamiliar, short deck poker adds a unique twist by removing the 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s from the deck, making for a faster, more aggressive game. The strategy differs significantly from traditional no-limit hold'em. Hands like sets become more frequent, but hitting a flush is more challenging, making it even more valuable. In short deck, a flush actually outranks a full house, so every flush draw carries significant weight. With the stakes sky high, this format promises non-stop action, and this hand is no exception. The flop sets the stage for a massive showdown. The tension escalates as Dwan and Tang both connect with the flop, leading to a scenario where folding seems almost impossible. Despite the pot starting at a hefty $19,000, it's clear this hand is destined to get much larger. Watching these two seasoned players go head-to-head feels like watching a lit fuse inch closer to a dramatic explosion. Something big is bound to happen. Dwan plays aggressively, leveraging his flush and straight draws to build the pot, but sometimes even a seasoned pro can't escape the whims of variance. The river fails to deliver any of Dwan's outs, leaving his hand busted and giving Tang the winning edge. Tang sweeps up the sizable pot, proving that in short deck poker, even the best laid plans can go awry. No matter how skilled you are, the cards hold the final say. The comeback moment. After countless battles, setbacks, and missed opportunities, it's time for Tom Dwan to turn the tables. In this final clip, Dwan finally gets the chance to settle the score with Peter. Their rivalry has been nothing short of intense, with Tom suffering tough beat after tough beat. Now, it's personal, and Dwan is determined to remind Peter that he's not invincible. Tom has managed to build a solid lead, but given the way things have played out between these two, you can never be too sure. Dwan is in complete control. He's finally got Peter exactly where he wants him, backed into a corner and out of options. Peter takes a long, agonizing moment to contemplate his next move. The high-stakes nature of their battles, combined with the history between them, makes every decision here crucial. But this time, Peter's hesitation signals that the tables have truly turned. Tom Dwan has Peter baffled. Finally, sweet, sweet justice. Tom Dwan doesn't just win this hand, he makes a statement. After enduring so many tough losses to Peter, this victory is a major step toward regaining his confidence and proving he's still a force to be reckoned with. Thanks for watching, and to stay up to date with the most epic poker fails, sickest suckouts, and legendary wins, make sure to like and subscribe.